Good evening, everybody. I wasn't going to drink tonight, but I thought we've just got to, haven't we, if we're doing a program on alcohol.
It's good.
It's weird that it affected your camera then, it froze. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. Oh, I haven't turned that off. I better turn it off before he goes mad.
That makes me drink.
What makes you drink? Everything makes you drink. You're supposed to be not drinking anyway.
Yeah?
Keep telling him was.
I know. Hello, besides, says Jesus. He's diabolical, isn't he, Cal? Diabolical.
This is my medicine.
Right?
Medicine. You can't just stop drinking like that.
Not medicine at all. Fucking ridiculous.
It's my statutory right to have a drink.
The statutory right to have a drink. You're a bloody maniac when you have a drink.
He's not been having high amounts though.
No, I've done pretty well. I haven't had a single beer in the house other than that Saturday.
Yes, so you have in the house?
No, I haven't gone out. I've gone to that pub once.
All right. So when was the last time you had a drink then?
Right, stop being last night a glass of wine.
Fuck
it's
off,
medicine.
You fucking stupid bastard. How do, Clint? How are you? How are you, Louise? Good evening, Jesus. Fuck off.
Don't get your grab wagging, you prick.
Yeah. Don't get him going. Don't get him going.
No. Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul. Good night, Paul. I do, Rory. How you doing? How are you doing? No. So, tonight then, the madness that is alcohol. Why is alcohol allowed and everything else isn't? It's just mental, isn't it?
Well, it was first. It's because it was one of the first of the evils, really.
Well, it is.
Why?
Well, I mean, it is since Monkey started eating, getting pissed on fruit, isn't it, and all that lot. All right, lad says he's just poured a Bailey's. Lordy, you out bastard.
Bailey's.
I'm going to have a Bailey's. Just have a Bailey's before in bed. Better take my teeth out. No, don't want to be sick on my teeth. Yeah, so I mean, it's the oldest recorded because it's so fucking easy to make, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's stop saying, you know what I mean? Stop saying, you know what I mean? Stop saying, you know what I mean? It's good as Fook says it is. It's good as Fook is better. Do you know what? I can't remember the last time I had a Bailey's, and I think I've only ever had a tiny little bit. Oh,
I've had some once. I was on a big session with Mr. Walsh. He actually said to me, "Are you up for a big session?" I says, "Yeah, come on, let's go for it." Anyway, we drunk all day, all the way through night. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. I started to feel really acidy. I'm thinking, "That's me. Well done." I says, "Right, I'm gonna get going home now." He says, "I thought you said we're on a big session. It's fucking 9 o'clock in the morning." He's going, "Have a Bailey's, have a Bailey's." I said, "I've got acid. Have a Bailey's. You were right. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Bailey's at night, Bailey's. Heineken tonight. Do you know, I used to like Heineken, but I can't be doing it now. It just tastes like...
Paul's not drunk for 13 years.
You must be really fucking thirsty, Paul. I mean, do you lie outside they're waiting for it to rain? Oh, it's a fucking rain. I'm well thirsty.
I see Heineken, it's almost like a shandy. It's that weak, innit?
Yeah, you're on bloody super strength now, aren't you? Tenant super strength.
Oh, my. I'm good.
Fucking special
it's
brew.
It's not funny. I'm laughing at myself. I'm freaking alcoholic. It's not funny.
Special brew. How people can drink.
Oh, no. That doesn't taste nice, does it?
Oh, God, yeah.
I really love these new Italian lagers, these like Peronis and Moretti and all that bollocks. They're really nice.
Good evening, Dean.
Hey, John.
Clint says Polish beer is nice, or is it Polish beer? Hey, John. How you doing, pal? How's it like in California here for the beer, John? Is American beer? Because I don't.
Is it Budweiser, or is that just too stereotypical?
Budweiser, Coors. Mad Dog 2020. Fucking hell, yeah. Do you remember that?
What's that?
shit.
Mad Dog 2020. They're the
It's
Mad
like a
Dog.
no, it's like a wine thing. It was Mad Dog. I think it was a wine thing, was it? In a bottle like that, and it was fucking oh dear. Sat on the corner with a brew. Great way to kill yourself slowly. It's the only one from the old school that is still 5%.
All right,
right,
Heineken. I think that's Heineken.
When Stella came out, I love Stella. Now I like the Wainwright's Gold now. That's my, and I've got really like kind of like posh now where I get me glass and I soak them all with water, then put them in freezer, and then we'll do it on Friday, and then it's hasty. What?
Just have a Baileys, will you?
Oh, fuck off with your Baileys. Oh, Maureen. Oh, my angina's giving me some jip today. Get a Baileys down your neck, love. Oh, fuck off.
Thunderbird Red and Blue drink.
Who?
Thunderbird Red, is that the cider?
Oh, yeah, Thunderbird Red. Thunderbird Blue. What was Thunderbird Red and Thunderbird? Was it cider? No, it wasn't cider, was it? Was it like another shit wine? Was it another shit wine, Clint? I can't remember. Stella at the moment says, John, I'm drinking natural ice, 5.9%. I love the way how we've all got to say what the percentage is. That's really fucking mad.
I like the natural ice. You best get in fresh ice, none of that frozen rubbish.
Orange Boone, evening, piss cans. Good evening, Dave. How are you?
Good evening, Dave. Dave doesn't drink, does he?
No, teetotaler, isn't he? Which is fair enough. Absolutely fair.
Let's just have a quick one. Go on, Mo. Sorry.
So, Merry Moon Cider from Folkestone is and has won many awards, made by a mate of mine called Danny Baldwin. Well worth looking for on the internet. Right. Well, so you can just look at it and go, golly.
I've just realised we should have got hold of Peter, the clueless drinker, and never even thought about it, but too late.
All right, yeah. All I can remember of it is, I know that's the worst thing about alcohol, isn't it? It makes you go to sleep, like you get right tired, but then you don't sleep fucking properly, do you? You know what I mean?
What was everybody's first drink? I think mine was Slalom D. Other than I've got quite a good story about my first drink, but we'll get back to that later.
Slalom D. I can't remember. I always remember my dad.
Slalom D was, I think they were £1 a bottle.
I remember Slalom D. Did it have a stripe down it, like on the label?
That rings a bell.
Yeah. I remember Slalom D, but I remember more so going like my mum and dad went out. All right, my mum and dad when they went out, and then I was only a little kid. I was about 5. Do you want to have a drink, Warren? You know, when they're all pissed. Yeah. I never used to like it, but every now and again, though, I get that smell when I have a pint, especially if I've had a drink for a bit, and I get that smell of that first smell of a beer. Do you know when you smell all the hops and stuff, and you get that? It takes me right back to when I was a kid.
Woodpecker cider, that was a lot of people's first, weren't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what Nick likes, isn't it? No, Strongbow, Nick. I can't fucking remember, actually. But I don't drink really.
He's a bit late. He's made me an omelette. So I'm going to have to eat it as I don't like doing it, but I'll do my best.
I don't drink really. If I'm going to drink, I'll drink Southern Comfort. Many say it's a girl's drink, but when I drink it, I used to drink that. When I drink it like a man.
Who said that? Who said that?
What?
Who said that?
Dean Thornby.
Right.
I just wonder how he
drinks in the house. All right, Steve.
I just wonder how he drink like a man. How do you drink like a man? I suppose you've got to flex, haven't you? You got to flex. I can't do you.
Oh yeah, you do the guns, don't you?
Yeah, you get the guns. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right, just having a Sabbath comfort, mate. I've just twatted blokes.
Where you do a cheese and you have to look them in the eye, and if you don't do it, then you're like, insulting them with, fucking.
Never heard that.
Yeah, there's a certain place that I can't think where it is. You've got to cheers.
Dougie Fiddler wouldn't look us in the eye, would he, when we shook her hand? He was fucking woefully, Dougie Fiddler. When me and Steve went to France to build a big fucking patio thing for fucking one of the lads, and We met this old sailor bloke over there, and he introduced himself. All right, Dougie Fiddler, and he went to shake his hand, and he went, well, how you doing? Glad to meet you. Like, what's going on here?
You're called Dougie Fiddler. Don't forget I'll be looking at people right in the eye.
All right, stays here. Slalom D. He used to sell it in the dog Wally Boys. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Good vid somewhere of Steve drinking Lao Cow, is it? And spitting it back up over Cocker. Are we going to explain that? Or, all right, Daz.
No.
Daz here, woodpecker when I was 14 years old. Yeah.
I came down for a cup of tea at about 12 o'clock at night in this hotel we were staying at. Lottie used to come round sometimes. We'd have a bit of a chat. Then next minute, these old hags, like the cooks, have brought like some special home brew from the village. And I want one time. So, and as we're drinking this Lao Cow, it's devil's portion. Before you know it, I'm fucking legless. I've got a couple of scars from Lao Cow, mate. Different occasions. It's like diesel. It's all bits floating around, and it's pure fucking
diesel.
There's nothing good about it other than gets you fucking smashed.
Oh, dear. Slalom log and the green bottle of woodpecker. Clint says, put me in the middle of the Sahara Desert with a bottle of Pernod and guaranteed I'd still wake up in a police station.
I mean, God, how much fun and trouble it gets us into. This is the hard thing about it. It's fucking evil in it, but we have a fucking good laugh on it.
Fucking right.
It's like now, I don't want to stop drinking. I want to control my drinking. That's
the thing. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Gary Barnett says Clan Jew. What's Clan Jew? That's Scottish. That must be a thing for Scottish then, is it? I'm assuming. Rory says, my first drink was made by a cousin. It was whiskey, fucking shit. Whiskey, gin, vodka, and God knows what else. The floorboards are probably still staying to this day. Dean says, I nicked a bottle of woodpecker when I was about 4 years. By the time my dad found out, I'd done most of the bottle. Dave says, rode my Harley home from the clubhouse blind drunk for years. I had to. I was in no fit state to walk.
Well, I've done this on a motorbike. I've been that drunk. Gone, right. I make sure I get my head clear for driving. Got my lights on. The, what's it called? The holds the bike up. Make sure I've got that flicked up. Get my belt on. I'm trying to put my belt on a motorbike. I thought, that's it, I'm not driving. I've failed the sobriety
put my fucking belt on a motorbike.
Listen, like going, I can't get it with my belt.
I remember, do you remember we had that big do at Mick Riley's house at Dunsop Bridge? And we were all fucking, when we were doing Drink the Fucking Piss, you remember that one? Fucking Drink the Shit, weren't it? We'd all fucking, we'd poured all that fucking stuff into a big bowl, didn't we? And then I think we were trying to play foot tennis or something, weren't it? And if you missed it, you had to drink the shit, and we'd fucking drink this.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went swimming in the big pool. Do you remember? We all ragged off bollock naked, and that girl with her, weren't that fucking girl? She had a tits, and I know. God, it were almost fucking. Oh dear.
Hey, this is why alcohol's brilliant. We would never have this story. We were sober.
Yeah, and then because remember we were doing, see who could swim the fucking furthest underwater, weren't we? Do you remember? We're all really pissed. And so Steve went so far. Hello, Nicole. So Steve went so far underwater. Fucking got away. I thought, right then. So I took a big deep breath, my turn. And I fucking dived in like fuck. And I'm underwater. And I'm fucking swimming. And I'm swimming. Fucking every fucking stroke's doing fucking meters. And
I'm watching this.
Yeah, everybody's watching, aren't they? They're all watching like and everything.
What are you fucking doing?
And I'm swimming. and I'm fucking, my lungs are fucking bursting, and I breached the water, and I went, yes! And I heard all this fucking laughing behind me, and I turned around, and I must have been about 6 feet from where I dived in at, and apparently I was just swimming round and round.
Swimming around in a circle like a loon. What's he doing?
I'm quite heavily right-handed, you see, so it must have been, that hand must have been stronger. And I thought I was going for fucking miles. Oh, dear. And that night, I was supposed to stop at Arnie's house, but he got off with that fucking stable girl. So I got back to their house. I'd left my car there. We'd got to lift back. Arnie's in bed with his fucking... And I thought, I'm not sleeping on... Oh, that's right, that's it. Because I was pissed, it was a good idea. I said, right, Mark, come on, we'll drive home. I'll go over the tops to bypass the police. And then a short little fucking skip through Brownhill up into Blackburn. Then I was safe then. Anyway, I'm driving. And I couldn't see out of this fucking eye. I was blind in that eye. And I was driving over tops. And I said, Matt, I can't see anything out of this fucking eye. Tell me if I'm going to hit anything on this fucking side. Oh, dear. What a fucking knob. How many times did we drink drive all over fucking show? We were fucking horrendous.
I know, that's stupid, isn't it?
Oh, unbelievable. I've never fucking think of doing anything now. Oh, there, Clan Dew is a blend of English white wine and Scotch whiskey. Fucking hell. White wine and Scotch whiskey. Fucking hell. John says, I think I had mushrooms before beer. Oh, dear. What was the first drink that you had, Nicole? Can you remember? Evening, lads. Hope you're well. This is better commentary. Yeah. This is better commentary on the football. Better commentary on the football?
There must be a football on. I think I had glue before beer. Gas on the gas. Yeah.
Nick must need his ears aligned at Quick Fit. Hey, have I missed something there? Who needs his ears aligned at Quick Fit? Oh, right. Is that...
What?
I don't know. Paul says, I have good news today, Nicole. Oh, well, good.
What's the news, Paul? What's the news, Hudson? What is it?
What's the news, Paul? You can stop up till 9. Do you remember Green Bastards and Monsters? Well, there was the Green Dragon, wasn't there? That was cider. Was that cider, lager, and something else? Was it a green dragon? I remember that. I mean, it's all that we couldn't... whiskey. Oh, Nicole's first drunk was whiskey. Fucking hell, that's a whiskey. Bit... yeah. Beer tent lager for me when I was 13. Hate beer tent ale. Oh, yeah, that's like that Donington fucking beer. Do you remember that Donington fucking
in the plastic cup, it's warm, it's fucking...
yeah, that were fucking bad.
Bills is expensive. It's the worst drink ever, isn't it? Yeah. You still buy it.
Well, do you remember that big queue for Death cigarettes? I don't know if that was one. They had cigarettes for sale, and they were called Death cigarettes. There was a massive fucking queue for them. Oh, Paul goes back to work on the 28th of February. Well done, Paul, well done.
All right, nice one, Matt.
Nicole says, I'm a whiskey girl. Jack Daniels and Jameson's are my favourite. Yeah, I like JD. I love JD.
No, I'm not.
John says, yeah, definitely gas. Forgot about that. Oh, here we go. Cider, lager, vodka, and blue balls. That's the Green Dragon and the Blue Dragon. Fucking hell. I mean, that. How do, Mark? Mark's here. Hello, Mark. How you doing, pal?
Hi, Mark.
Oh, dear. I mean, that's the thing. Why do we have to... So you get, like, normal ale and drinks and everything and all that kind of stuff. And then you've just got to fucking... Let's make it even fucking more ridiculous. Oh, dear. Why is alcohol legal? Simply put, taxes. Well, the reason why it's legal is because we've always fucking had it. And they've tried to ban it. Yeah. And every time they try to ban it, there's a proper fucking kickoff. Like prohibition. And they did all that. And we used to drink beer because the water was fucking unfit to drink back in the fucking olden days. Because once you put alcohol into water, like beer and that into alcohol, it keeps the water fresh because alcohol kills bacteria, doesn't it? So it's just...
Yeah, the Iranians invented alcohol first. True or false?
It was Israel, wasn't it? No, Iranians. Yeah.
Iranians.
But they said it was China. I heard China first, but then I saw one. I think it was the Iranians. Was it the Iranians? Yeah, I think it was the Iranians, weren't it? Yeah. But Dean Thorne says, as a kid, I clocked if you asked a
Right,
barmaid.
true or false? Iranians did it first. I think you've answered it.
Yeah. Is it for me or for chat?
Yeah. Bollocks. It was a Chinese. You're right.
No, well, I saw that one. Then I saw another one saying something like that, the Iranians or something.
Was Google it? Google it was. Was Google
No,
it?
I don't do Google now because I use DuckDuckGo, Steve. Yes. Steve, I use DuckDuckGo for all my internet searches. I have started using it, yeah. And it's not much fucking different. It does give you different results, but you can still find the truth if you want to.
Can you?
Yeah.
How do you find the truth?
You just go on internet and then you keep looking. You don't go
Ignore
for
it. How boring was. Stop being a sports sport. I'm fucking sick of you myself.
Oh dear. The fuck's that?
It was me exciting hand pouring wine.
All right.
And also alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, got to give leeway to the Victorian working classes working fucking hard, and only thing to set was a good pint after work. Alcohol used to be currency. You know, like rum and all that lot when they made rum and everything. Yeah. That used to be fucking currency. That they used to pay.
The navvies used to get paid something like 12 pints a day, but apparently it was really pissy lager or beer. It was really low percent.
The proper navvies, I mean, their diet was meat and beer, weren't it? I mean, they drink like loads, and they were a lot of them Irish, so I'm sure a lot of them are drinking fucking Guinness. But no, it was definitely an Irishman who invented fucking beer. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, but no, it's weird how because you know how they make beer, don't they? They put it's basically putting like a barley or a wheat or something like that in water, and then it ferments, doesn't it? And the yeast, yeast is a bacteria, which I didn't really know, and it eats all the fucking barley and that, and then produces alcohol. And then what it does, it gets to a certain level. It kind of poisons themselves. The yeast kind of poisons itself when it gets to a certain level. It's about 13% or something like that of whatever it's in, and then it levels off because they all die. So that was as far as they could get because they used to call when they had water was you couldn't drink the water. So they used to make this beer. When they found out about beer and stuff like that, and you could drink that, and that was safe because all the bacteria was killed in it. So they used to call it small beer. It was only right weak. Yeah, they used to call it small beer. It was only right pissy like and everything.
Can I just answer Nicole? I'm eating a Spanish omelette. It's lovely. See. It's the only thing he makes. You know, he makes it now, but it's pretty.
Louise says it's damn freezing. Oliver Reed, Richard Harris, Peter O'Toole, legends. Yeah, Jesus, absolutely. Apparently, according to Brian Blessed, because I read that book, Absolute Pandemonium, Peter O'Toole was the big fucking one, the ultimate fucking nightmare. He said he was Oliver Reed and H. Harris were fuck all compared to Peter O'Toole. To be honest, you need to use a browser like Opera Mini with Duck for your porn. Dibner would do 12 pints on top of a chimney, no bother. Well, that's how it was back then, weren't it? Everybody, because I remember going with my dad. My dad used to be on dray wagons. I would be about 6. You're looking about 1976, something like that, 6 or 7. And so they used to go around, obviously, delivering out beer to all the pubs.
And it was his birthday yesterday, everybody. Wishing him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
53, again, same as me.
52, 46. And, so my dad and his mate would go around delivering out pubs. Well, guys, used to love it. He used to get up really early in the morning. I mean, big thing, because I used to be able to drink a bottle of milk when I was that age. I used to think, I'm a man now, I can drink a bottle of milk. But they used to have a pint in every pub that they delivered. And they'd have about 10, 12 fucking drops a day. Driving a fucking dray wagon around. Because I remember at one time my dad said, "You're a lad, get yourself a bottle of beer." And then, do you know what he said? Because I was sat in the middle. So there's them two there on the side, and I'm sat on the big engine mount on the middle. And he said, right, take the label off in case we go past the copper. And it's like, I'm drinking a brown fucking bottle on a dray wagon.
Remember all the pale ales?
Yeah.
That used to be quite a big thing because I used to clean all the bottles to get the pocket money when I lived in the pub. And do you know what?
Up.
Our beer was delivered by horses,
Really?
Shire
The
horses.
Twaites' one? Was it the Twaites'
Yeah.
one?
Charlie and Eric, they were the working horses, and Colonel and Major were the show horses that they would do these. I mean, I presume they don't do that anymore. Of course they don't. What am I fucking on about? Have a drink, BT. Yeah, but I even think back then it was only for a bit of a the 70s. They didn't obviously need to do that then.
No, it was just old tradition type stuff.
We've got a picture of me on the thing.
Well, on the dray horse.
Hey, look at this. Nothing to do with alcohol, but it is a bit of a look at this little pot belly. Look at this.
Is that?
That's me. Look, yeah.
You look exactly.
Look in paddling pools. An African. No, it's our Dion. She's not an African joke. It's a racist family joke, everybody. I'm allowed to do it.
Andy says, my great-grandfather moved to Poolstock Lane because his workplace was a stone's away from his job at Eckersey Mill, and his house faced the local pub, Eckersley Arm. Yeah. As they Google this was. Duck, go for me now, Daz. Duck, go.
I mean, it's mental, though, isn't it? How we're laughing and joking about it because we've all got good stories and everything. But
Cheers,
my God, do you know the stats? It's something like 50% of all murders and deaths are alcohol related. Either pisshead's done it or a pisshead's got it, or the pisshead's fucked it up. 50%, and you know it's right. Look at all the hospitals now; they're full. You go the weekend,
fucking
A&E.
Oh my! I made a mistake once. I had to go. I had to take.
It's all fine. This is all fine. It's all accepted.
Oh.
This is different. This is not a pandemic. This is not a thing. No, we just crack on. It's nuts. Sorry.
It is. It's fucking mental. It's so mental.
We're all as guilty as each other for just ignoring it and cracking on like, no, it's accepted.
Well,
I mean, right.
Yeah, I've got a stat for you. This is fucking mental. Where are we? Where are we? There you go. The use of all Class A drugs combined currently costs society £15.4 billion per year.
That's
How much do you reckon alcohol alone comes to a cost? And that's just
so if that's
15.4 billion a year. That's what it costs society. So what do you reckon alcohol costs society?
100.
No, it's like 100 billion. And
minus.
It's 21.
85.
It's 21 billion a year. And that's all the Class A drugs combined only come to 15.4, but alcohol costs 21 billion a year.
We look down on something that actually makes you happy and you sit there, you do heroin, you do fuck all, you don't do it harm for anybody, you sit there happy as fuck. Yeah. But you're the scumbag. They're the fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's scruffy back. Look at him. He's happy.
I know. Thank you, everybody, for all your birthday wishes. Thank you.
Heroin, by the way.
Is all this talk of alcohol good for Steve's mindset? Well, he's having a fucking drink, Rizzler.
Well, no, I mean, I do. I'd say I'm not a full-blown alcoholic, but I've got a drink.
You were getting fucking close when you were back down there. I always knew that once you got away, you'd be all right.
Shut up.
I know, yeah. Do you remember all them? The snooker players and the dart players. Jockey Wilson did charity dart match at local. Turned up mid-afternoon, was playing and was shit. 10 pints later, he couldn't miss. But do you remember when they used to play the old snooker? You remember Pot Black and all that? They did a bit of Cliff Thorburn and all that, drinking beer.
Just read Mark's statement. I don't know why it was really made me laugh. No, I'll put it on. I've got it.
I need a beer and smoke every night, and I'm up all night thinking of sheds.
You know that's true as well, don't you? That's why it's funny because it's true.
What gives me the shivers, Rory says, is the people who are sharing so against the drink. What have they done to be like that? I know. Well, I saw this, and the worst thing is a
I
denial.
don't understand that.
I mean,
What was it
everybody's
again?
into. What gives me the shivers is people who are sharing are so against the drink. What have they done to be like that? You know, like
I'm
sharing
missing that.
needles. I think is he on about sharing? You know, sharing needles and shit. Is that what he's on about? And they're
Oh,
so against alcohol. They'll say, "Oh, alcohol," because every addict has some
yeah,
kind of
they are.
poxy excuse, don't they? You know, like I might take heroin, but it's not as bad as alcohol, which is true. You know what I mean? But it's still not fucking good, is it? You don't get many happy endings with an heroin fucking story, do you?
I mean, you get like
But
look at the Muslim countries that don't have it. There are a lot of places that genuinely do not have alcohol.
well, it used to be that you couldn't be drunk while praying, didn't it? And then they outright banned it because
All
India.
right, I never heard that one.
Yeah, India was one of the first, I think, to make all of the cures, like with the distilling and all that. Because do you know what happens when you distill? Do you know how that works? Distilling.
Not sure. Go on.
Alcohol has a lower boiling point than water, so you'll get what you've brewed, and then you'll bring it up to temperature, right? And then the alcohol will boil, and all the vapor. Then you get. Have you seen those glasses with the tube that comes down side?
Yeah.
So you kind of warm it all up. The alcohol condenses first, and that goes up. Then they distill it, and it drips down as it cools, turns back into a liquid, and that's how you have pure alcohol. Don't be like that, because I'm teaching you shit.
You don't know is that? They're a regular on.
Alcohol is the poor man's heroin. Yeah, I remember Dean saying that. Worst thing I've ever done was sold alcohol. Ran a pub. I know it must be fucking hard work.
Yeah.
My dad ran a top club, and he did love it, but he couldn't keep it. He had to come
No,
home and do a drinking.
my dad. This is why when we moved to from here, Southport to Blackburn in the pub in 1978. I think it was only another. Well, it must have been maybe 1980, really, when my mum says, "Right, that I can't handle this anymore," and we came back to Southport because I came to me last year, and then he stopped drinking for he went on the shandy for a good few years, but by the time like you met and we got to Billington, he was back on the piss.
Oh, yeah. My old man had a pub, and when the Dre came, he always asked them if they wanted a pint or some toast. And most times he had uncut toast and butter. Fucking hell. Uncut toast?
Louise, you know what? I never had any prison hooch. Obviously, Japan was a completely never. But when I was in the Mount, somebody had some of this vodka hooch. I had this tiny taste of it because every Saturday night at the Mount, they'd all get fucking pissed. And you'd hear them all shouting through doors, all this fucking, having laughs at crack about X Factor and all that bollocks. Anyway, I says, right. I said, you're obviously getting away with it because I'm worried about me. Obviously, I don't want to fight and I don't want to get caught getting pissed as well because that's going to fuck my cat D up. But you can clearly see that you just let it go. Like, let them go. So, all right, says, book me in for this Saturday. And on the Friday, he says, you're moving tomorrow. You're going up north to Risley. I thought, fucking hell. Obviously, I wanted to get away from there, but I was kind of looking forward to getting pissed as well. But I wasn't that bothered. I really wasn't that bothered at all. I never missed alcohol one bit in all them time. I never thought like, ooh. I miss coffee more than anything. More than cigarettes.
I remember that when I came to see you.
Brew in the morning.
Yeah. I remember that when I came to see you down at Wandsworth when you could just come back from Japan. And that's all you wanted with a coffee. Dave said was in Germany. The lads drank loads of beer and was getting loud and rowdy. Someone came in who could speak German and asked why everyone was drinking alcohol-free beer. Didn't know it was alcohol-free beer.
Well, I bought a lot of alcohol-free beer. We went to go to a party in the lockdown, and I came out with 2 crate loads of beer. My mate says, "Put them back, you pillock. They're fucking." I went, "Oh, fucking hell." Yeah, I worked in Germany, and this is no bullshit, right? You used to drop beers off. And you used to use crates as scaffold
Yeah.
No, back in like, I think he's stopped round about that time. I think that was 94. You could feel it all stopping then. But yeah, they drop crates of beer off on the site.
I watched a YouTube video
Oh.
on the Oktoberfest lately. They get drunk women on a ride called the Devil's Wheel. It's hilarious, and you get to see up the skirts. It's basically sponsored upskirting. Murray's Mount? What's Murray's Mount?
Oh, Murray's Mount. That's the tennis, isn't it?
Oh,
Is
it's
it?
Edmund Hill. I think they do,
Yeah.
aren't it? Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Murray's Mount.
What's that got to do with drinking?
I know that's completely thrown everything out. How you say that, Mr. You fucking weirdo.
Andy says, I believe life experiences may lead to alcohol, which in my opinion can be a benefit mentally if it doesn't get abused. Yeah, there's definitely, it definitely has, it can help. There's no two ways about it,
It
When we're
can
all
help, but is it worth it? Is it really worth what it does to us all? Really?
No, but the alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of our problems, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad was a bartender for 10 years. I learned how to make some good drinks. The stories he told me about the drunk guys in the bar is priceless and all. And it's just the stuff that goes on. I mean, let's have a look.
I've seen people, I'm not going to mention names, Gary, my brother. He stopped drinking, what did they say, maybe 30 years ago or 25 years ago. 1996, whatever that fucking is. When he first met his wife, he fair play for, I'm not fucking this one up. Because he fucked all his other relationship because of the drink.
Yeah.
And rightly so, because he would have fucked it up, he would have drunk. But he's gone from one extreme to the other. Can't get him out for a beer, for a laugh. He used to be a very good crap. Well, he is a good crap, but
yeah, but some people can't though. Some people can't.
Boring, not going out.
No, but some people can't though, can they? Because they know if they do it, they'll
get
back on it.
I know. I don't disagree what he's done at all.
No, some people can't.
It's a shame that it is a shame that.
I
always thought I was lucky. I thought when my dad was a bit of a pisshead, Gary's a bit of a pisshead. I thought I'm not really a pisshead, mate. Until literally this,
you're a total pisshead.
I know I am. But I really wasn't up until this COVID thing, was I? You were the pisshead, was. You were the one that always had cans when we used to come home. I think,
all right, let's show the video then. Let's show the video of you walking home that time.
I tell you what, I hurt me fucking neck and all that. Neck of me.
Right, we're going to have a little check now. There's a guy we want to keep, but we'll keep going back to him. This poor bloke's going to he's trying to get up this hill. He's had a few, so we'll just keep popping in and see how he's doing.
82122. It's just the cost of a normal text, and lines close in 10 minutes. Try to make you love everything
I like that song.
We'll keep checking in on him just to see how he's doing. Isn't it weird when you get that backward thing?
I know I had it only a few weeks ago. I went to go in the kitchen and did that little backward. I thought, and I looked at Trinity. She went, "Yeah, you did do the backward thing."
It's proper that. I remember that. Oh God, I used to live with Alison, and I was really pissed and proper. And I gone to bed.
Oh, please don't dog lick your balls.
No.
Right.
And I must have obviously woke up and I wanted to go for a piss, and I got up, and then I kind of ballerinaed my way across and got up against the wall like that, and then it was like I'd been torpedoed in my side. I was stood up like that, and I went, and I couldn't stand up. I just couldn't do anything. I just kept falling and falling. Oh dear. Yeah. The amount of piss that I've been is just ridiculous.
I mean, used the worst I've ever been pissed. It was my 18th birthday.
Oh,
I had to carry me home. I had two top shelfers plus all the beers because we went to our local pub first. All my mates from Blackburn were supposed to turn up and they didn't turn up. But, so we had all these beers, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then when we did it
down
out. I know, but I had a top shelfer in the Judge. Then we went down Wally, and then all my Blackburn mates turned up.
That's right, yeah.
Then and they'd all gone into their mum's thingy, and the main drink was Malibu because I couldn't go nowhere near any coconut or even shampoo for years after.
Yeah.
And so I drunk another two pints of top shelfers, and then obviously it was fucking horrendous, weren't it? Trying to fucking belt everyone. But I was that ill for 3 days. I shit my bed. I puked up. My mum had to wipe me on bum at 18. That's how bad I was.
That's always so bad, isn't it?
Stevie, can you just turn over a bit? You're smelling the house out. Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, Mum.
Oh,
Why? What? All the puke was all like. Anyway.
oh dear. Oh, God, that's so bad, isn't it? John says, I got asked to go up to Las Vegas this weekend, but I politely declined because I know I would end up. Last time I was up there working, I went missing for 2 days.
Yeah, but that sounds good as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound good as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Dave says, why would they put a pub at the top of those stairs? They nearly killed Steve. Rizzler says, I remember the first day working on this church. Old boy was an addict. He could see I was nervous, took me over to the ladder by the chute and said, don't worry, it's safe. Climb first. Climb face first and fell down. Luckily, he tilted back and rolled the ladder down back to the platform below. Oh, dear. Oh,
No.
yeah, but I remember having a keen do you know when you have an house party type thing? And there's always one left over.
Martini.
Yeah, do you know when you have a house party though, and it's the next day, and there's always one left over. And laid on the floor in the corner, this bloke was still drunk, he couldn't even stand. So I asked him where he lived, and then he told me, so I dragged him down to the driveway to the car. His legs were all over the place. I picked him up, threw him inside, and then took him home, and dragged him up to his house and knocked on his front door. And I said, I brought your son home. And his mum replied, where's his wheelchair? Sorry, it was a shit joke. I was going to do that from the beginning of the show. I did that once I think it was at Southport Street at the Floral Hall, at the Headbangers Ball thing at the Floral Hall. And everybody were really pissed. We were all really pissed. And I'm going into Boggs for a piss. And it's all packed. There's this bloke in a wheelchair. And where the urinal was, there was like a step up to the urinal. I'm like, all right, mate. I said, do you want a lift? And he's like, oh, yeah. So I was like, right, my logic, I'll stand him up so he can have a piss. So I got his wheelchair like a wheelbarrow. And I got him like that. And lifted him up like that. He's like, no, wait. I'm like, you're right. Go on. He's like, no, wait. And I think, look, you're right. Go on. And him like this. He had one of those tubes that goes down his leg.
No.
He just ran to the footy hole in. And he was pissing all over himself. Oh, dear.
Do you remember that one when me and Arnie went on that looking after it was called Fab, physically handicapped and able-bodied. Anyway, this lad, he was in a wheelchair, he was paralysed from the blow. Anyway, we're having a few beers. We're all only like 16. We're having a right good crack with him, and I had to take him to the toilet. Well, he need to empty his that same thing. Yeah.
Lost me bag.
Anyway, in the end, I says, fuck it. I says, just piss in an empty glass, you'll be right. Instead of going there, he went, yeah, right then. So he's pissing anyway. But third time around, I thought it'd be fun. I just stuck it in his shoe. I says, give us a shout when you're finished. So he's pissing away. I says, look, the glass is empty. I put it in his shoe. So I'm like, But he thought he really enjoyed like having the piss taken out of him like a normal
Had the piss taken out of
person.
him.
Well, no, it may sound bad, but he enjoyed it. He should write his letters in.
John says, I haven't got a clue to this day what happened to where I went. The technical
I'm not too
term
bad for
is
that.
piss back
Not,
alive. It's worse when somebody else, when you find out, do you know when you've been on the piss and then you can't remember anything and then people tell you the next day what you've been doing?
Yeah. When you know it's been a mad one, it's all very vague. You have slight recollection. It was a good laugh, that, but I think it got giddy at points. Yeah.
Then
You know,
people
do you remember what you said to her? Oh, fucking hell, I didn't do that.
Yeah. I've got loads of stuff like that where I can remember bits really clearly, and then people have told me about stuff, and it's like, oh no. And I hate myself. My friend fell 30 foot off a cliff, broke his glasses, but can of lager remained unspilt.
It's funny when you see them falls, and the natural instinct is no matter what, I'm fucking keeping that.
I'm keeping all of this. Yeah. You hold it up like a trophy.
A really good go at it. Wow, I've got it, man. Did it?
They do, don't they? They proper hold it up like a trophy, don't they? Hey! You know what I mean? Oh, God, yeah. But, what? Right, so what do you reckon the rules are in England for alcohol?
As in, it's 18, isn't it?
To sell alcohol to someone under 18. It's against the law to sell alcohol to someone under 18.
But you're allowed to drink alcohol.
It's not illegal for someone over 18 to buy a child over 16 beer, wine, or cider if they are eating at a table meal together in a licensed premises.
At any age?
No. Yeah, listening is key. Listening is key. Yeah. For someone over 18 to buy a child over 16 beer, wine, or cider if they're eating at a table. So somebody you can buy 16 and up. Something to. And also for a child, it's not illegal for a child aged 5 to 16 to drink alcohol at home or on other private premises. So you can get your kids pissed. Winner.
Dirty Del Boy's in the house. Speaking of it, big fucking rubbish drinkers.
Is he a rubbish drinker?
Pretty so, yeah. And, you can't have a drink and Dirty Del Boy. Let's not think.
You know, wine was so important that it had its own god in Greek society. He was called Dionysus, and he was considered the god of fertility, ritual madness, and ecstasy. And he represented the medium between the living and the dead.
Yeah, where we heard that name from? Films or something. Dionysus. It's definitely is one of the people out of 300 called Dionysus? That big, massive gay fella. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
I think he's called Dionysus. Or
yeah, that was a bit weird. That gay bit, weren't it?
Yes. I'm massive and gay.
Yeah. Well, they had that bit where JD wants to know, where's the bus going? It's going to...
Are you really froze? I was joking then. Right, he's joking. He's doing it really well. Very good. But I was doing it well as well. Excellent.
Sorry, everyone, little game we have. Oh, let me get rid of that.
That's what said dialysis.
Those rules that you can give for kid 5 and up are in place for the sophisticated pedo. Next level. Dave the Raving Scousland. Now, Dave, politicians are the biggest pissheads. That's why they will not make it legal. Steering was lads. Illegal. Steering was lads. But they've tried it as well, haven't they? You know what I mean? Is it similar to dialysis?
Do you know
Yeah.
the grounds was originally a brewery on where 10 Downing Street is? It's a bit of an interesting fact for you.
Because England went mad on gin, didn't it, in about the 18th century? Because they actually had Gin Alley, didn't they? They went proper mental on gin. And
Well, it's like a fad now, isn't it? Everything's gin. If you gin.
Oh, yeah.
What my favourite gin is fuck off. It's a fad.
Yeah, no, it totally is. It absolutely is. And do you know where the gin and tonic came from?
The pub.
No. It was when the Indian colonies back in the 1800s and that, and they were giving the soldiers malaria portions, like medicine, and they had it with tonic water to help it, but it was still really bitter. So they put gin in it, and they put some sugar in it and a lime, and that to make it taste better, and that's where the gin and tonic came from.
Makes sense.
There you go.
Alcohol is piss from a dog's arse, apparently.
Is it?
Piss from the arse. That's really
that man at the back of you looks pissed off. Oh no, he's an asshole. He's a proper ass. Just ignore him, Daz. Ignore him. Andrew Smigro, that's a top name. Alcohol is piss from a dog's arse. Is that a fact? My problem is when I drink, I can't stop. Day 3, I start acting up. That's the thing though, as well. Why is it so hard to stop drinking? Do you know when you're pissed?
It's so annoying. That lovely feeling of 4 or 5 pints, everything's brilliant. You're witty, you're funny, you're real you're so loving, and it's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
You're steadily going from that to a prick to your fucking yardless man in the pub to the fucking who's got cocaine or something, fucking horrendous. Why can we not just stick at the 5-pint piss level? It's brilliant.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's that thing. Like the best bit is always like from your first to about 5 or 7 pints in it, I think, in it, where the giddiness is really good, and you're still alert, you know what I mean, and you're still weird, and it's all really good, and then you just, it does. We have had some good drunken adventures, haven't we? Like, and competition times and all that kind of stuff when it's been well into the night, like. And everything.
Ethel, she's like an Asian Ethel, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, isn't she? Is that her who had Willie? Willie the dog?
She's still alive, you know her.
Is she full?
Well, I presume she's not. She could be.
Anybody wants to come on for a chat and share your experiences? I've put the link up there, people. You're welcome to come on. Dirty Dale says, do you remember the Josh shots at the Nest?
At the Nest? Oh, right, yeah. So what... On the island, would have these Josh shots. It's a powdered yellow Red Bull. You put them in a vodka normally and shot it, and it really does give you that. Anyway, this occasion, with me and Dirty Del Boy have been on a session, or he had, and we went to this bar and we necked one, and he just went fucking puked all around back at bar and everywhere. Like, don't worry, I'll clean it up. We'll clean it up. Like,
there's that classic video of that guy, and he's in some European bar or something like that, and he's really bollocksed, and he goes, and he throws up into his pint glass. They're all videoing and laughing at it, and then he starts drinking it again. Oh God!
Do you remember
Keith Roberts? How do Keith? Drinking is good for the soul, but it's a killer as well. Well, yeah.
Lee Goodlad took a pint of. I stuck my knob in it first. It was cold when we hit the bottom of the right. So I stuck my knob in it. We're all gobbing in it, ashtrays, and he just necked it like it was nothing.
Oh
Look, no.
Oh, they were bizarre days. But
I know somebody that did even worse. I don't know how to say it because it's really fucking bad.
No.
And he's related to me.
Well, we're not going to say anything, but
No.
it's got to be Brian then.
No, it's worse. Do you mean it's got to be Brian?
Oh, no, he's not really related to you, is he?
Well, he is. Anyway, no.
Wasn't it Brian who was stuck on the bar in the wheat sheaf in Kent Village bar?
No, go on. This is my brother-in-law's stag do. What's it called? Ken Pillin. Very
Ken
famous
Pillin.
hard man, fruity fella that owned like the gay bars in Blackburn. Gay bars, like there was a gay bar area.
It was a gay pub, weren't
It was a gay pub, like that. Anyway, he's got on top, got bollock naked, and he's got a
Brian
shot.
has. Brian's got on top of the bar, bollock naked. Sorry.
He's naked, and the guy got his whiskey, and he put it like a shot on his bollocks like that. He went, lovely.
Oh,
Hey.
Bart says, I can't drink anymore. 4 pints and I'm pissed. I wish I could have been this way 4 years ago. It would have saved me a fortune.
Well, there is. Yeah, I definitely can't take as much as I used to, which isn't a bad thing because I could first throw them back me.
Yeah. Shots are for the devil, says Keith. Any
I'm
more than
pretty
5
good
pints
in-
these days, it's a 5-day hangover for Jesus.
I don't really get hangovers anymore. That's not a
You're always
good thing.
pissed.
You know. But the thing is, I'm not always pissed. I don't drink a lot, but obviously I'm aware of my problem, and it is definitely is a problem. I am. This is why I've come over here and I've gone to the gym, and I really am like having, a glass every night. But I'm getting to the point where like next week I'm going to go really knocking on the head. I've never lived closer to a pub in my life. There's a good little pub there. We went on it Friday. It's right good. It's right good, homey, and it's really nice. But we've only been there not twice. Sorry.
Did you ever snort those powdered shots? Jesus says.
No, but people used to. That's why they used to go. Oh yeah, can you snort them? Go. You can have a go. Good luck, 'cause you're fucked for an hour.
Richard says, "Don't lie, Steve. Didn't touch the bottom of the pint glass. He wouldn't touch the bottom of a shot glass." So, let's just check on this fella. See how this fella's doing. I think he's actually further back than what he started there.
Yeah, Barry, I'm back in Southport, back on the family
patch. How many times do you say that now?
Every day, yeah.
That boy has a demon inside him. I know, poor lad. We'll keep checking on him. Oh, I'll tell you what's funny,
Well, it does bring the demon out in you, doesn't it? The alcohol. Fucking hell, you do some things. Some of the stupid fucking things I've done. I mean, I do stupid things sober, but it really pushes that level of fucking stupidness.
Did you nail your foreskin to a table?
Yeah. So my first night on the island, my first night on Cornwall Island. No, stapled me knob to the bar.
Like you do.
Yeah. Couldn't get it off. You had to get players to pull them off. Like, no, it wasn't good. Other people stapled the balls as well. There was blood balls all over the bar.
Yeah. Oh God.
All right. Yeah, you might be on spice, not booze. You might. No, but it's that. Does spice do that backward thing?
No, don't they just they just mong out, don't they, on spice? Yeah. Sorry.
No, they go mental. They go fucking nuts on spice.
I saw one in.
What in the Chinese? Does they do as well?
I saw one.
That's all.
There was one guy. He was in Burnley, and we were going around near Turf Moor, and I was going around the roundabout in the wagon, and this lad suddenly went, "Ah!" And he jumped up like a chicken, and then he started shouting at the floor. It was proper funny. And then the other one where I had to proper go on the other side of the road. I was just going through Rishton, and he was stood there at the side of the road, and he was proper like, And he was staggering into the road, and I thought, oh my God, if he legs it now as I'm going past.
Did you get that one? I remember us laughing our heads off. That like bit of a rocker in the off license. Have you got that one?
Oh no, that one. I mean,
That's one
that
of my
guy
favourite
is
ones. That.
so pissed, and he thought, what I need is more alcohol. You must have all seen that one, chat. And he goes in and he just can't. Oh God, it's just ridiculous. He can't do it. I swam it, not shark infested, but they swim up on you and punch them right on the effing ear hole.
It's sharks, not shark infested.
It's sharks. That's how it does it. Yeah,
Not
shark
shark
infested.
infested. But the non-locals go swimming. No, I swam it.
See these bumps? Bumps? I had these bumps round my neck.
You got to ask conditioned people. You know how they say that. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't start doing it now because you won't do it on frigging Saturday, ass. I knew I shouldn't have done it on Saturday.
So I'm not under pressure now. Not under pressure, I can get it.
I used to watch certain people in the pub because they would have a total personality change. People would.
Yeah.
I mean, I always remember one of my mates when I worked at Slaughterhouse, and he used to work in a butcher's, and he said he used to work on that mad Saturday or something like that, and he'd be working, and they'd all be finishing work early, and they go, "All right, Bob," and Bobby Socks, "All right, Bob," he's going, "Hey, lads, I'll catch up to you later." He said, "You see him about 5 hours later, come back." Completely like, whoa there. Keith says, "What's your devil drink, boys? Mine should be whiskey, but it's gin. I am sharp as fuck on it and zoning on people with horrible cutting remarks." Oh, whiskey's bad for me. Whiskey gets me into trouble. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not really a big short drinker.
No, I do like it. Yeah, I like whiskey, but I catch myself when I go out and we're having a beer. I think it's when you start to get drowsy. So I'll get a double JD straight.
I get the vodka Red Bull. Then that's where if it's like a bit of a big session, like normally it was on a normal piss up. I just go home. Thought that's me done. But say if like somebody's out and it's like, oh, I can't just fuck off now. I'm gonna have to have a Red Bull and just to keep going.
Yeah. Rory says Paul Sykes was a major dickhead, proper cross the road stuff. He was.
Yeah,
he was nothing but a.
He's fascinating. He's absolutely fascinating character.
Yeah,
he
was.
But he was a dickhead, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people, like I said, when he walks in the pub, he must. Oh, you know what I mean? You can imagine it proper being like that.
When what's it called? Your lookalike says to him, "You're an educated man, but once you've had a beer, a drink, you're a fucking maniac." Mm. And he does that like, yeah, I know.
Do you know what we didn't talk about? It's when he does that spiel though. It's a man's God-given right to have a drink. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, now there's a pisshead.
Yeah. You notice that we didn't talk about it the other day. How he's the bully and the strong guy all the way through everything, except for that when he speaks to him in there, the other guy's got the upper hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You can feel that difference in the power. You know, like, I'm not conditioning people, whatever. Well, he's being conditioned by the other. What's it called?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Because he's dying for a drink.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'm not going to be able to just because of beer, I'll be all right.
Yeah, but he also knows.
I don't like you drinking and smoking your roll-ups.
Yeah, but he also knows that he's the man that can get him money.
Yeah,
and
everything.
Also, and also pretty sure he can get him done in as well if he has to. Do you know what I mean? So, so I think
it was interesting that Dennis Flint. Yeah.
Look how Sykes' kids turned out. Yeah. Seemingly loved the camera. He did love the camera. He knew very well how to play the camera. Yeah. I mean, that bit when he's writing his book, Steve. Do you remember when he shows him and he's writing? He goes, yeah. And he does that. You know what I mean? When he's typing it, it's like, oh, fuck off. But okay then. So, how long do you reckon it takes for the brain to start to react to alcohol?
Straight away, innit?
No.
No.
So you take your first swig of, you take your first drink. How long from your first drink do you reckon it takes your brain to react. And I'm sure that varies on people and size and weight. And
So
all
when
that.
you have a shot, you don't feel a hit straight away.
Yeah, but I'm sure that it depends on what kind of, because it depends whether you've got an empty stomach.
All right, so I guess so normal. So 20 minutes, like a
No.
Shut up, Steve. For fuck's sake, have a drink. 20 minutes.
Rizzler says 2 minutes 46 seconds. Bit longer than that. John Hayward says half a can.
6 minutes.
Yes. Where did you get that from?
Bottom of this glass.
Fuck off. Cal's Googling for you, and you're like Joe Rogan's mate, isn't he? Cal, you've been busted.
No?
Yeah, it is.
That was a guess.
Imagine living next door to Sykes. I'd be wanting to move off that family patch as soon as possible.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that for a nightmare neighbour.
Oh, God. Well, you'd have to do something about it. It was as simple as that, really, wouldn't it? You couldn't live with that, could you? You'd have to do something about it, right? You know, I can't get him sober next time.
Hiya, Paul. Last night, is there any chance you could just turn the... fuck off. It weren't me. Must be the other side, you prick.
Yeah, Dean says, depending on how much food you got in belly. Absolutely, Dean. I think they've taken that as an average, like, and everything. But it does. If you've got an empty stomach, obviously you get pissed a lot quicker.
It sounds like one of them stupid things was at Google.
No, but don't blame me. Blame DuckDuckGo.
All right, then.
6 weeks abstinence for the brain to start functioning right. Yeah.
Right.
You reckon that when you stop it, sleeping is one of the best things, isn't it? Sleeping better is one of the first. And then once you start sleeping right, you're on your way to full recovery, aren't you? But where are we? Let's have a look.
It's a tricky thing, isn't it?
Oh, this is a good one. The founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, Bill W., demanded alcohol during his final days. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Let's see how our pal's doing. Let's see how he's doing.
I mean, nothing to...
I
love the way he goes. Right, let's go again. Let's have a go. Right, come on, you can do it this time. Come on, right, ready? Let's have a go. And he's on there. He's going, oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going to get out of this.
No, he's got to get up that hill. That's the thing, though. He has to get up that hill. I bet he ran down to the pub. Whee! I'm going to the pub.
I used to do it, Barry. I used to do the pint of milk thing because you heard it, whether it's true or not.
Yeah, that's right.
I used to do it.
I heard that as well. All it ended up doing was you ended up spewing a big fucking load of white
puke. What was that when we did that massive milk
challenge
thing?
Oh.
What was that? That was on video somewhere.
At Tim's house.
Yeah, Tim's house. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You drink them 6 pinters. You drink one of them 6 pinters, all filled. You got to drink it all down till your stomach's bursting. Yeah. And then you put your fingers down. And
it just goes white vomit. It's brilliant, really. I could actually do that again. Stuff like that. Look at that.
It's like what's it called? Little Britain, isn't it? Do you know when they're throwing up? When the 2 old ladies are throwing up.
Oh, I mean, what's that?
You have an obvious hose pipe there, don't they? Oh dear me!
Hey, what's that?
You guys see Prince Andrew paid out that woman yesterday? Yeah, I've heard about that. Is he 12 million or something?
He paid 12 million, yeah.
Oh dear.
See, I don't care if you're an innocent person. I'm staying to the end, so I've lost everything. With same with the Michael Jackson. I don't know. I don't care how much I lose. I am not paying anybody off to more or less say I fucking did it.
It's a total sign of guilt, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's a total sign of guilt. There's no 2 ways about it. He's just, well, you know. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, with your money. That's right. With your money, you're saying that, yeah. Taxpayers' money, you know. Yeah. But at least he sold one of his chalets. Oh, I'll tell you a great hair of the dog. To settle your stomach morning after. Brandy and port works wonders, then straight back on it again. That's not really an hair of the dog, is it?
I was never a fan of that, the hair of the dog thing. Me, if I was rough, I'd just drink water, paracetamol, and sleep it off.
Yeah.
I always
No,
was a big fan. Just drink loads of water.
yeah. Oh God, no. I could. Although I've been a few times though, where I got. I remember when we did the demo. When we did our demo. Then me and Arnie went out on the piss, and with Billy Barber, I think, that night, because we were right.
Where was I?
You were living with Donna then. You had Danny, didn't you? You were all family.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was a sensible family man.
You were sensible then, yeah. And we went out on the piss and got proper twatted, absolutely well twatted. That's when, yeah. And then the next day.
Remember that Polish vodka? So go on. Yeah.
And then the next day. Me and Arnie, I think Arnie come down. That's right. Arnie come down to my house, and then we basically dragged me back out again. And then we went out on the piss again. I hadn't had anything to eat. I was virtually straight up and out, and went back in George. We're in club at George. Me, Arnie, and Billy. Then we had a right good day and all. It was a proper good day. But I was only 20 something back then, so I could do it.
Well, there's definitely some logic to drinking it back in, but I think mainly the hangover is lack of water. It's dehydration.
Your hangover is your. It's like like your cold turkey type thing. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's your body having.
It's water in it.
Yeah. But it's cold turkey what you're going through when you're having a hangover because your body, that's exactly what it is. And I've looked that up, by the way. That's not my opinion. I've actually, looked that up. I've heard lots of. What's it? The one playing in the background makes it funnier. The Wondies.
Oh, the song "You and Me Always and Forever."
Wanna Dies. Yeah. Sorry, Wanna Dies.
The Wondies. I wonder why I thought Wondies. I can't remember.
He's put Wondies.
No, it's the Wanna Dies.
Yeah, I know, but he's put the one. Shut up. Yeah, if you were guilty, you wouldn't pay a penny. Exactly. Yeah. Straight back on it day after. A little bit of what made you bad would always make you better. I couldn't do it now though. Last session I went on, I was dead in bed all day after. I'm not so bad for hangovers, but I don't drink anywhere near as much though. Shaking like a dog shitting razor blades. Oh dear me.
See, I've never had that, but I've seen like proper me alcoholic mates when get up in the morning, and they've done the old, give us some like they're fucking rattling like, but you see them going, the relief in, I'm all right now, right? Come on, let's get going. Fucking hell, I don't want to be like that.
No. When you get them lads, when they go on piss for days and all that, it's just. But see, I think us in Germany are the worst because Germans they love the piss, the beer, don't they? Their alcohol, don't they? And I don't think everywhere else is too. Apparently now,
Australians, Aussies are pretty bad.
Are they?
Yeah, British, Aussies. The Germans, not Dutch or.
Yeah, because Germans have. I remember when
Norwegians, all them lot up there, they're big pissheads.
Yeah, well, when we worked in Germany,
Russians are massive pissheads as well.
Russians are massive pissheads. Yeah. Where is it? I've got it. Where is it? 18 litres is how much alcohol Russians consume each year. And it's mainly vodka because they don't drink beer as such, do they?
Yeah.
They just drink vodka. And a lot of them make their own shit. But do you remember when we went to Germany when we were working and the hotel and everybody were having a beer? And I thought, I'm not having a beer. I'm just having a coffee. And they had a coffee. And then one of them says, why are you having a coffee? I says, I don't want to blow all my money drinking beer. He says, beer's cheaper than coffee, you know.
I know.
I
did that in Belgium. They're on the piss every night. I'm just drinking brews and coke and all that. I thought, no, I'll save it to weekend. I'm here to work. I'm going to save up and all that. Come to pay the bill at the end of each week. Man was fucking more than theirs. So what? How's that worked out? well, you've been drinking cappuccinos, you know, fucking
whiskey coffee. I tell you what I enjoyed. Me and Mrs. when we went
work.
well, me and Mrs. went to. I think it was when we were in Budapest. I think we were in Budapest the last time we went before COVID and all that lot. And I went out at dinner time, and we went into this little restaurant, but we're outside. One of those we had all the blankets around. It were right nice, and I got an Irish coffee, and I had the Irish coffee, and it were really good, and it were really good having that little buzz, just having that little. I didn't go on piss around.
At work, it's good.
Yeah, would you remember we were working at Gary Neville's house? And it was just before Christmas. Yeah, they got a load of beer, didn't they, for old lads? Yeah. And they were me and you started fucking drinking at work. And then the agent come round.
That sounds really bad. It was Christmas Eve.
No, it was Christmas. Yeah, no, yeah.
It was the last working day.
Yeah. And what you would, because I was driving home and you started drinking. And we were having crack with agent. And we were just talking shit, weren't we? Talking about all heavy rock. You're into all heavy rock, weren't you, and everything. Yeah. And then one of the lads says, "Can we start drinking?" He said, "No, fuck off, get back to work."
One of the bosses said to me, because we were on that wavy wall, weren't we?
That's right.
What are you doing? Oh, you're not doing that way. Fuck off, it's Christmas. He went, all right.
Yeah, and then we started having crap with him, didn't we? We used to serve the first pint with a straw in the mornings for the hardcore drinkers. Do you remember that? Drink it with a straw, it gets you drunker. Do you remember that when they used to say that?
Did you? You took a paracetamol, a straw, and was that it? Is the way the things that make that you got you drunk? It was paracetamol with a straw.
Oh, I don't know about paracetamol. It was always if you drink it with a straw, it gets you pissed. And it obviously doesn't. Because I watched this thing I was watching, like a documentary on all alcohol when I was looking for all this. And it showed, like I said before, the excuses that alcoholics have. You know, like how people say, yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. And there's this guy, and he looks haggard. I mean, he's old, but he looks fucking haggard. And he's on the whiskey, and he drinks it. And he's drinking this. And he said, don't you think, no. He says, I'm not a full-on. I'm all right, because I only sip it. I'm not one of them that glugs it all down. I only sip it. And then the voiceover comes in. He drinks 2 bottles of whiskey a day. Yeah, and he got to the point where he weren't even eating anymore. Because he just said, look, come on, Dad, get yourself, we've got tea here. No, I'm all right. I'll just have a whiskey. And he weren't even eating.
I'm in Northern Ireland at all that I've got a drinking problem, but, thankfully, I think the good thing about I'm very aware of it before I get to that.
But you got comfy. You got comfy with saying I've got a drinking problem though, and not doing it. That back then, not doing anything about it.
No, I was always trying to do something.
No, but you were comfortable saying it though.
No, I wasn't comfortable about it. I was still am aware of it. I've not moved over here and started to go in the gym and blah blah blah.
Yeah, no. Fair dues is that you're a lot better.
I was always trying. Literally, as the more I was trying, I was still carrying on. You get more realize like shit. Me,
I know. This is a bit. Right, I'm going to gym and I'm in pub. Right, I'm just going over and I'm in pub. Right, this time I'm just going to go up that. I'm going to walk over it now, but I'm in the pub. I'm just going for a shit. I'm in the pub. Do you want some cornflakes? I'm in the pub.
But I do think my not just wasn't much a drinking problem. It was I didn't want to be at home anymore. I wanted to get out of the house. Yeah, I didn't want to. I did feel imprisoned. I was like, I need all that bollocks.
Yeah. Let's check on our mate here. How's he doing? Oh, sorry, we've done that one, haven't we? It's this one.
So he made it at the end then. So the moral is keep
keep on walking. Yeah. I tell you what, this is funny. Watch this. I think they're in the hotel, and it's these are an oldish couple. Watch this.
I guess it will.
Watch this. Wait till he comes on claim. Watch this. Watch.
She can't do anything about it, can she?
She's completely bollocked, isn't she? Oh dear, that's so funny.
It's funny, but it's sad as well, isn't it?
Yeah, no. And when he comes hurtling down, how does he not take her with him? That's just so mad, isn't it? It's proper mental. Oh dear. Apparently, a gin and tonic will glow under a UV light because tonic contains quinines, which are UV light reactive. Somebody said that earlier on. It's about quinines, actually. And right, how many bubbles are there in a bottle of champagne?
Is there none until it's opened? Is it a trick question?
No, it's not a trick question. It's just you'll never ever get the answer. There's 49 million bubbles in a bottle of champagne. I don't know who counted them, and I never believe statistics like. I mean, who counts shit like that? Do you know what I mean? 1, 2.
That's not true, is it? That's a Steve Google it bullshit fact, isn't it?
Oh dear me. Where are we? Old lad next. Old lad next door always said, if you're. Yeah, sir. Old lad said next door, if you're not supping it with your cornflakes, you're fine. Yeah, that's not really true.
One of my mates had vodka with his Weetabix. It's actually the anniversary of his death. He died.
Who was that?
Pilkey, you didn't meet him.
Oh, Pilkey, I did meet Pilkey, yeah.
Did you meet Pilkey?
Yeah, he went playing poker with him up at Scotches.
Really?
Oh, biggest lad, black hair.
No, bald.
Oh, right. Right, I haven't met her. I thought I met somebody else called Pilkey. Is there another Pilkey? Anyway, moving swiftly on.
You're right. You're right. That's a different Pilkey. Anyway, I forgot. Anyway, my mate Pilkey, he was we're rolling the piss and all that, but he was literally pretending to be an alcoholic, and he was having vodka in Weetabix. Just stop being a fucking dick.
What in his
but instead of putting milk, he's put vodka in it.
Oh god, that's shit.
Yeah, exactly. They fucking pack it in, fucking bell end. He died of a brain hemorrhage, nothing to do with alcohol, really.
Yeah, but that's just fucking.
He was a good lad, funny as fuck, really. But when people start being a knob like that, I think just stop it. The attention seeking he was.
Yeah, it's like Rory says. I knew a guy once. He was addicted to drinking fucking brake fluid, but he reckoned he could stop whenever he wanted, though. So.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I've got one for you. A drunk guy calls a radio station and he tells the DJ, I found this purse outside Raven's Club. It has $15 in cash, a credit card, an iPhone 6, and a driving license with Rebecca's name on it. And the DJ asks in an impressive tone, that was very good of you to call us. Do you need any help contacting her so that you can return the purse? No, I just wanted to request a sad song for Rebecca. I really like that one. Yeah. You can really imagine that happening, guy. Oh, dear.
No, it's a joke. It's a made-up joke, you fool.
You can imagine that happening. Somebody saying that.
No, it's a joke.
Shut up, you bearded bastard.
Now we're an hour and a half in. Are we going to? Have you got any more good stuff before we shoot?
Oh, what's the big rush?
Well, no.
Yeah, well, no. Well, yeah,
no. I've got to get to. No, it's not true.
they love a rum coffee in the morning. Saturday mornings, the old boys are pissed, and you got to be careful on the roads until about 2 p.m. Oh dear. Alcohol's alright, same as junkies. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. Billions. Imagine advertising the job of a bubble counter. Exactly. Yeah. My cousin was killed by the drink, got run over by a Guinness truck. Oh dear.
Shouldn't laugh at them jokes, but it's hard not to.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, yeah, but the jokes, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's that's about that. Yeah, gotta love jokes, haven't
I
you?
get it. I get the point of it. Was I do get the point of the joke.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you really? I got kidnapped by a mime once, and he did unspeakable things to me.
Oh, mime. Please say mime. Right, good. Are you getting good at these jokes?
I
You thought being a
know.
comedian?
The bloke come
You
round
thought being a
to me.
comedian, Warren? Was you ever been a comedian?
No, I'm going to be a prick in a grab wagon. Going to be a prick in a grab wagon. I recorded a bit of that show, actually. You want to see it? You want to see a bit of that show? What is a prick? What is a prick? It's a prick and he drives a grab. What is a tosser? What is a tosser? It's a prick and he drives a grab. Bang, 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 bang. You can't disagree with me.
Very good.
And on
You got
that
that Google though, didn't you?
Oh dear. Right then.
You can't laugh at yourself. Who can you laugh?
That's exactly it. Right then, folks. So, what are we doing on Friday? Because we're doing
Right,
a
so we're
Friday
doing it Friday
show.
instead of Saturday, yeah.
Why are we doing it Friday instead of Saturday?
Because I'm on the piss Saturday. No, so we thought of let's put it down to the chat. What's it everybody fancy doing on Friday night? A quiz thing, truth or bollocks, music, obviously nothing light-hearted.
Yeah, no. We usually do like a good pissed up show. So do you want to do?
I do like the music-related thing because we slightly know what we're talking about in some ways.
Hey, well, we haven't done the what's that film for a bit.
I don't want to do any more acting because we were that fucking good at the
You
both
have to do
sides.
little tiny bits for films.
Yeah, I know.
Don't Bigfoot. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to try and get my mate Andy Hill, who's out there in the ether somewhere, and we'll be watching this. I want to get Andy on.
Bigfoot. Let's go for Bigfoot. It's the first one in. Why not?
Not on Friday. Not on Friday.
Bigfoot Friday. All right, sound of it. Yeah, we'll have a good crack over Bigfoot.
Are we having Bigfoot Friday?
Yeah, yes, why not?
Bigfoot Friday then. All right then, everyone. So on Friday, we're doing Bigfoot Friday. Right, everyone. So we'll see you Friday for Bigfoot Friday.
Enjoy your Wednesday.